Part 1. Introduction and Skin Health Foundations. From the first breath of life to the final quiet evening of old age, our skin stands as the silent guardian between our inner world and the vast environment beyond. It is the largest organ of the human body, a living, breathing shield that senses temperature, warns of danger, and communicates our well-being through color, texture, and scent. Yet for all its importance, the way we care for this remarkable barrier is often shaped more by habit and haste than by understanding. We shower to wake up, we wash our hands because society reminds us to, but we rarely pause to consider how the rhythm of daily cleansing can influence the very length of our lives. Modern medicine and ancient traditions agree on a profound truth. Longevity is not merely the gift of good genes. It is built minute by minute, through small, consistent acts of maintenance. In Okinawa, where elders commonly live past 100, baths are not rushed necessities but meditations. In the Nordic countries, people alternate hot saunas with cold plunges, a practice that not only invigorates the spirit but also strengthens the heart and immune system. Across rural Africa and South America, evening washes with warm water infused with local herbs soothe tired muscles and quietly prevent infection. These rituals share a single insight: cleanliness is more than appearance. It is the foundation of resilience. Despite the daily shower being a common custom in much of the world, research shows that many of us miss key areas where pathogens love to hide. Sweat, sebum, and dead skin cells create microhabitats rich in nutrients. Bacteria and fungi, invisible to the eye, flourish in warm, moist recesses. Left unchecked, they inflame the skin, tax the immune system, and release toxins that subtly erode health. Over years and decades, these tiny battles matter. Chronic low-grade inflammation, what scientists call inflammaging, is now recognized as a major driver of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. To live not just longer but better, we must shift our perspective. Washing is not a chore to be rushed through. It is an intimate conversation with the body. Each stroke of the cloth or gentle massage of fingertips is a signal. I see you. I care for you. When practiced with attention, this routine becomes a daily investment in vitality. The story you are about to hear is simple yet profound. It reveals 6 areas of the body that require deliberate, daily care. They are places easy to overlook when water rushes across the skin in a quick morning rinse. They are folds and hollows where warmth lingers, where sweat pools, where bacteria and fungi wait patiently for an opportunity. Neglecting them doesn't cause immediate catastrophe. Rather, it quietly weakens the body's defenses over time. Caring for them, on the other hand, strengthens immunity, reduces inflammation, and frees the body's energy to focus on deeper repairs. Picture, for a moment, the billions of tiny organisms that share your skin. Many are allies, forming a living shield against harmful invaders. Others are opportunists, ready to multiply when conditions favor them. When we cleanse thoughtfully, we do more than remove dirt. We restore balance, sweeping away excess oils and dead cells while allowing beneficial microbes to thrive. This is the essence of good hygiene: harmony, not sterility. As we embark on this exploration, imagine standing beneath a warm stream of water, the sound a steady drumbeat like distant rain. Feel the steam soften your skin, loosening the grip of the day. This is where health begins. Not in a doctor's office or a pharmacy, but in the quiet moments when you honor the vessel that carries you through life. In the minutes that follow, we will travel across the landscapes of the human body, pausing in those hidden valleys and sheltered coves where cleansing brings the greatest reward. You will learn why each of these 6 areas demands daily attention, and how caring for them can add not only years to your life, but life to your years. Take a slow breath. Let the idea settle. Longevity is not a mystery locked in distant laboratories. It is a practice, humble and profound, performed in the privacy of your own bathroom each day. And it begins now with awareness, with intention, with the quiet commitment to wash with love and precision the places that need it most. Part 2. Underarms and Microbiome. Science, among the many landscapes of the human body, few are as biologically active as the small, shadowed region beneath each arm. To the casual eye, the underarm, often called the axilla, seems unremarkable, just a soft hollow where skin folds upon itself. But to a microbiologist, it is a bustling city, alive with billions of bacteria, each species interacting, competing, and shaping the scent and health of its human host. When we speak of washing to live longer, this is where the conversation truly begins. The underarm is rich with two distinct kinds of sweat glands. The first, eccrine glands, produce a thin, salty fluid that cools the body through evaporation. The second, apocrine glands, open into hair follicles and secrete a thicker substance filled with proteins and lipids. On its own, this apocrine sweat is nearly odorless. It is the bacteria living on the skin, species such as Corynebacterium and Staphylococcus hominis, that feast on these nutrients and release the characteristic compounds we recognize as body odor. Left undisturbed, this microscopic banquet becomes a constant source of inflammation and irritation. Researchers have found that chronic low-level inflammation, even from the skin, contributes to systemic aging, affecting the heart, blood vessels, and immune system. Daily washing of the underarms is more than a courtesy to those around us. It is a vital act of preventive medicine. Warm water and a mild pH-balanced soap help remove excess oils, dead skin cells, and the bacterial biofilms that can form when sweat lingers. The goal is not to sterilize, our microbiome is a protective partner, but to maintain a healthy balance. Over-cleansing with harsh antibacterial products can backfire, wiping out beneficial species and allowing opportunistic microbes to dominate. The key is gentle regularity, a soft cloth, circular motions, and thorough rinsing followed by careful drying. Consider the historical practices of cultures famed for longevity. In the Okinawan tradition, evening baths are a slow ritual. Elders wash each body part with deliberate care, including the underarms, before soaking in mineral-rich hot springs. They speak of this not as a chore, but as a way to reset the day, to let worries slip away with the rising steam. Scandinavian saunas offer a similar lesson. After the heat draws sweat from deep within, bathers rinse thoroughly, removing not only perspiration but the metabolic byproducts that accumulate on the skin's surface. These customs are not accidents. They reflect centuries of observation that cleanliness protects health and extends life. Modern science echoes what tradition has long known. Studies show that regular cleansing of high sweat areas reduces the load of inflammatory molecules that can enter the bloodstream through microscopic breaks in the skin. People who maintain consistent hygiene in these zones show lower levels of C-reactive protein, a marker of systemic inflammation associated with heart disease and cognitive decline. In other words, a simple daily wash can ripple outward to protect the brain and heart. There is also a psychological dimension. The underarm region houses clusters of lymph nodes, tiny sentinels of the immune system. Massaging and washing this area stimulates lymphatic flow, aiding the body's natural detoxification. Many people who adopt mindful washing practices report a sense of calm and renewed energy, as if the act of caring for this hidden part of themselves sends a message of respect to the entire organism. Imagine, then, your own daily ritual. As warm water cascades over your shoulders, you lift each arm not in haste but with quiet intention. Your hand moves gently, guided by awareness of the living ecosystem beneath your skin. You notice the subtle textures, the soft hairs, the smooth curves, and you breathe deeply, acknowledging the work these small glands perform every hour to keep you cool and balanced. In that moment, washing becomes more than hygiene. It is a dialogue between you and your body, a promise of partnership in the quest for long life. The underarm may seem an unglamorous place to begin the journey toward longevity, yet it embodies a powerful principle: small areas, when cared for with consistency, yield outsized rewards. A few mindful minutes each day can spare you years of discomfort, infection, and the silent strain of chronic inflammation. As we move forward to explore the other key regions of the body, remember this lesson. True longevity is not achieved by dramatic interventions, but by the steady, compassionate maintenance of the remarkable vessel that carries you through every season of life. Part 3. Feet, Circulation, and Longevity Rituals. If the underarms are hidden hubs of biology, the feet are the quiet engines of movement, carrying us uncomplainingly through tens of thousands of steps each day. They are our foundation, a complex network of bones, tendons, muscles, and blood vessels designed to bear our weight and balance the intricate dance of motion. And yet, despite this tireless service, they are among the most neglected parts of the human body. We hide them in socks and shoes, expose them to pressure and friction, and often remember to care for them only when they ache. But daily washing of the feet is not merely a matter of comfort or courtesy. It is a practice of deep preventive medicine, one that cultures known for extraordinary longevity have honored for centuries. Consider the simple truth of physiology. Each foot contains more than 250,000 sweat glands, capable of producing nearly half a pint of moisture in a single day. Trapped inside shoes, this warm dampness becomes an open invitation to fungi and bacteria. Athlete's foot, toenail infections, and cracked heels may seem like small nuisances, but for older adults or those with diabetes, they can lead to serious complications. Minor cuts can become portals for infection. Poor circulation can slow healing. Chronic inflammation can quietly stress the heart and immune system. The health of the feet, in other words, is inseparable from the health of the whole body. Daily cleansing interrupts this cycle. Warm water softens the skin, loosening dirt and dead cells. A gentle soap lifts away sweat and bacteria. Careful attention between the toes and beneath the nails prevents the moist crevices where fungi thrive. Just as important is thorough drying, because even the cleanest feet invite trouble if left damp. This ritual, repeated each evening or morning, reduces microbial load and allows the skin to remain supple and intact, a barrier strong enough to resist infection. Across the world, traditional practices elevate foot washing to an art. In Japan, elders returning from a day's work wash their feet before entering the home, a quiet act of purification that also protects the household from outside contaminants. In India, the custom of offering a warm foot bath to honored guests reflects both hospitality and an understanding of health. Warm water stimulates circulation, helping blood return to the heart after long periods of standing or walking. In Nordic countries, alternating hot and cold foot soaks are believed to strengthen blood vessels and invigorate the nervous system. Each culture, in its own language, teaches the same lesson. The feet deserve daily reverence. Modern science reinforces these ancient insights. Gentle foot washing, followed by massage, activates mechanoreceptors, nerve endings that signal the brain to release endorphins and lower stress hormones. Researchers have documented improvements in heart rate variability, a key marker of cardiovascular health after regular foot bathing routines. The stimulation of the soles, rich with nerve endings, may also support better balance and proprioception, reducing the risk of falls, which remain one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. There is a subtle emotional dimension as well. Caring for the feet grounds us, literally and figuratively. When you sit to wash them, you slow down. You notice their strength and vulnerability, the stories etched in calluses and arches. You may feel gratitude for the miles they have carried you, the dances and journeys and simple errands they have made possible. This mindfulness lowers stress, a known accelerator of aging, and fosters a gentle humility that nurtures emotional well-being. Imagine ending your day with this ritual. A basin of warm water awaits, perhaps infused with a handful of Epsom salts or a few drops of lavender oil. You ease your feet in and feel the tension dissolve. You wash each toe, each arch, each heel with deliberate care, as if thanking them for their service. You dry them completely, noticing the sensation of softness and warmth, and you slip into clean socks or let them breathe in the cool evening air. In those quiet minutes, you are not merely cleaning. You are investing in the strength and resilience that will carry you into the decades ahead. Longevity is often portrayed as a distant goal achieved through complex science, but in truth, it begins in these humble acts of attention. Your feet are more than supports. They are living instruments of circulation and balance. Treat them with daily respect, and they will repay you with years of steady service, keeping you active, mobile, and connected to the world. As we journey onward to the remaining key areas of the body, remember this principle. the smallest rituals, performed with care, are the bricks from which a long, vibrant life is built. Part 4. Groin, navel, and immune protection. Beneath the layers of clothing and the polite silences of everyday conversation lies a region vital to health, yet often neglected in daily hygiene: the groin. It is an area of warmth and constant motion, where sweat collects and skin meets skin. The groin hosts a dense population of sweat glands and hair follicles, creating a microclimate that is naturally humid. This combination of moisture, warmth, and friction provides ideal conditions for bacteria and fungi to flourish. Left unwashed, the result can be irritation, rashes, or chronic infections that challenge the immune system year after year. For men, daily cleansing of the entire groin region, including the folds around the scrotum and the base of the penis, is essential to prevent problems such as jock itch, folliculitis, and persistent odors. These conditions may seem minor, but can escalate when bacteria penetrate tiny cuts or when a weakened immune system struggles to respond. For women, gentle external cleansing of the vulva is equally important. It helps maintain a natural pH balance and prevents infections such as bacterial vaginosis or yeast overgrowth. Yet the key word is gentle. Harsh soaps or internal douching disturb the protective microbiome, inviting the very issues we hope to avoid. Warm water, a mild unscented cleanser, and careful drying provide the right balance, thorough cleaning without disruption. Throughout history, cultures across the globe have understood the significance of daily care for this intimate region. In parts of the Middle East and North Africa, traditional hammam baths include specific steps for cleansing the groin, viewed as both a spiritual purification and a safeguard against illness. In Southeast Asia, herbal steam baths after childbirth honor the body's need for deep hygiene while respecting the delicate tissues involved. These practices remind us that caring for the groin is not a matter of embarrassment, but of respect. For the body's strength, its vulnerability, and its role in sustaining life. From a scientific perspective, consistent groin hygiene supports the immune system in profound ways. When fungal infections or bacterial overgrowth occur, the body must divert immune resources to contain them. This low-level chronic inflammation releases cytokines and other signals that, over years, contribute to systemic aging, a process sometimes called inflammaging. Daily washing interrupts this cycle. It keeps the skin intact and the microbiome balanced, allowing the immune system to focus on larger threats. Closely related to the groin in its need for attention is a much smaller, often overlooked hollow, the navel. Whether an innie or an outie, the belly button is a tiny pocket where sweat, oil, and lint gather. Studies have shown that a single navel can harbor dozens of distinct bacterial species. Most are harmless, but when trapped with debris and moisture, they can cause odor, irritation, or even infection. Because the navel is recessed, a quick shower rinse often misses it entirely. Yet cleaning it is simple. A warm, damp cloth or a cotton swab moistened with mild soap can reach the crevices. A careful rinse and gentle drying afterward ensure no residue remains. This daily attention to the navel carries unexpected benefits. By tending to a place we seldom think about, we develop a deeper awareness of our own bodies. We notice subtle changes, shifts in skin texture, tiny cysts, or new sensitivities that might otherwise go undetected. In many Asian traditions, the navel is considered a center of energy, a reminder of our connection to our earliest nourishment in the womb. Cleaning it can feel like a quiet acknowledgement of life's beginnings, a moment of gratitude as well as hygiene. Together, the groin and navel illustrate a profound truth about longevity. The body's hidden places are often the most important to protect. Infection rarely announces itself with fanfare. It starts in silence, in warmth and shadow. By washing these areas each day, we prevent small problems before they become large ones, reduce the load on the immune system, and support the delicate balance of bacteria and fungi that keep us healthy. Imagine incorporating this care into your evening routine. After cleansing the more obvious parts of the body, you take a moment to focus on these private regions, not with haste or discomfort, but with calm respect. You use warm water and a mild cleanser, moving slowly and mindfully. You dry each fold of skin, noticing the simple comfort of cleanliness. In those few minutes, you reaffirm the partnership between awareness and health. Longevity is not just about adding years to life. It is about adding life to years. By tending to the groin and navel with consistent, gentle care, you free the immune system from needless battles and give your body the chance to invest its energy in deeper healing and renewal. These small acts, repeated daily, weave a quiet strength that supports vitality well into old age. Part 5. Ears, Scalp, and Neurological Benefits. The ears and the scalp form a single, elegant landscape. Skin, cartilage, bone, and a web of nerves and blood vessels that connect directly to the brain. Yet these areas, hidden beneath hair or behind the curve of the jaw, are easy to neglect. Over time, the quiet buildup of oils, wax, and environmental debris can become more than a cosmetic issue. It can subtly affect hearing, balance, mood, and even cognitive sharpness. Caring for the ears and scalp each day is far more than a matter of appearance. It is an act of preserving the clarity of the senses and the vitality of the nervous system itself. Consider first the external ear. Its graceful ridges collect sound but also trap sweat, dust, and natural oils. Behind the ear, where the skin folds toward the scalp, perspiration and sebum accumulate. If left unwashed, this area can develop a sour odor or mild dermatitis, a silent invitation to bacteria. A gentle daily wash with warm water and a mild cleanser, paying attention to the crease behind the ear, removes residue and allows the skin to breathe. Drying thoroughly prevents the warm, moist environment in which microbes thrive. This simple habit keeps the delicate skin intact and free from chronic irritation that over years can weaken the local immune response. Inside the ear canal, the story is more complex. Cerumen, earwax, is not dirt. It is a protective substance rich in antimicrobial peptides that guard against infection. Aggressive cleaning with cotton swabs or sharp objects can push wax deeper, damage the canal, and even perforate the eardrum. The goal is not to scour but to maintain balance. Daily hygiene for the ears therefore means cleaning only the outer ear and letting the canal's natural self-cleansing mechanism work. A soft cloth after a shower is enough. If wax becomes excessive, professional removal is the safe path. Respecting this boundary preserves the ear's intricate defenses and keeps hearing clear. Why does this matter for longevity? Hearing loss, even mild, is strongly linked to cognitive decline. Studies show that adults with untreated hearing impairment face a higher risk of dementia, possibly because the brain must work harder to interpret sound, diverting energy from memory and executive function. By maintaining external ear hygiene, we reduce the risk of infections or blockages that can accelerate hearing loss. Clear hearing means richer communication, stronger social bonds, and a mind that stays engaged, each a cornerstone of healthy aging. The scalp, meanwhile, is a living extension of the nervous system. Every hair follicle is surrounded by sebaceous glands and capillaries, and beneath the skin, a dense network of sensory nerves communicates temperature, touch, and even emotional states. Regular cleansing removes sweat, excess oil, and environmental pollutants that can inflame the follicles and constrict blood flow. Scalp massage while washing not only distributes natural oils but also stimulates circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the skin and the hair roots. This microstimulation sends signals through the vagus nerve that can lower stress hormones and promote a sense of calm. Many cultures have honored scalp care as a ritual of both beauty and healing. In India, the tradition of champi, warm oil massage of the scalp, has been practiced for centuries to nourish hair and soothe the mind. In Japan, shiatsu practitioners use acupressure along the skull to relieve tension and improve mental clarity. Modern science supports these practices. Gentle pressure on the scalp activates parasympathetic pathways, slowing the heart rate and lowering blood pressure. When combined with the cleansing action of a mild shampoo and thorough rinsing, it becomes a holistic therapy, blending hygiene with neurological benefit. Daily scalp care is also a defense against more tangible conditions. Dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, and fungal infections all thrive when oil and dead skin build up. These conditions create chronic inflammation, which can weaken hair follicles and, more importantly, serve as persistent low-grade stressors on the immune system. By washing the scalp regularly, we prevent this cascade and maintain the skin's natural barrier against pathogens. Imagine a nightly ritual: warm water flowing through the hair, fingertips working in slow circles, the faint scent of a gentle cleanser rising with the steam. As you rinse, you feel tension lift from the temples, the day's noise quieting into a soft inner hum. Drying the ears and scalp carefully, you notice the lightness, the subtle alertness that comes when the senses are clear and the mind is calm. This is not mere grooming. It is a daily resetting of the nervous system, a reaffirmation of your connection to the world through sound and touch. When we wash and massage the ears and scalp each day, we protect more than skin and hair. We safeguard hearing, support cognitive resilience, and nurture the neural circuits that regulate stress and mood. These quiet practices reinforce the body's natural rhythm of restoration, helping the brain remain sharp and the spirit balanced as the years unfold. Part 6. Mind-body connection and global bathing traditions. Caring for the body's hidden places is more than a checklist of hygiene. It is a daily conversation between mind and body, a ritual that strengthens the bond between physical health and inner calm. Each time you step into the shower or bath with intention, you create a pause in the rush of life, a private space where the senses awaken and the nervous system resets. Warm water envelopes the skin, breathing slows, and the mind begins to notice subtle sensations. The scent of soap, the feel of fingertips tracing familiar terrain, the sound of water echoing like distant rain. In these moments, the barrier between body and spirit softens. Cleansing is no longer a task. It becomes a meditation. Modern science increasingly confirms what ancient cultures intuited. Daily bathing can shift the brain into a state of restorative balance. Warm water stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering cortisol, the stress hormone that fuels inflammation and ages cells. Gentle touch during washing releases oxytocin, the hormone of connection and trust, which calms the heart and deepens feelings of safety. When you take time to cleanse slowly, massaging the scalp, washing behind the ears, tending to the folds of skin where bacteria gather, you send the body a message of care. This is self-compassion made tangible. Across the world, bathing traditions have long embodied this unity of cleanliness and contemplation. In Japan, the nightly ofuro soak is more than a wash. It is a quiet ritual of renewal. Steam rises from the wooden tub as the bather slips into silence, letting the heat draw out fatigue and clear the mind. In Turkey, the hammam has for centuries served as a social and spiritual gathering place where scrubbing away dead skin symbolizes the shedding of worry and the embrace of community. Nordic cultures cherish the sauna, where cycles of heat and cool water invigorate circulation and awaken the senses, followed by moments of stillness in the crisp air. Each of these practices elevates washing from routine to ceremony, aligning body, mind, and spirit. Bringing this awareness into your own daily cleansing need not be elaborate. It begins with intention, choosing to treat every part of the body with equal respect, from the visible to the hidden. You might start by adjusting the lighting, letting the bathroom become a quiet refuge. As you wash the underarms, feet, groin, navel, ears, and scalp, notice the sensations without judgment. Feel the texture of skin, the warmth of water, the release of tension from muscles long held tight. Breathe deeply. Allow thoughts to drift like clouds. This is not indulgence. It is maintenance of the entire human system. The benefits of such mindful hygiene ripple outward. Physically, you reduce the burden on your immune system by keeping bacteria and fungi in check. You preserve hearing, maintain circulation, and protect the integrity of the skin, the body's largest organ and first line of defense. Psychologically, you cultivate presence, lowering stress and improving sleep. Socially, you carry the quiet confidence of cleanliness, an unspoken courtesy to those around you. Over time, these small daily acts accumulate into something profound: resilience. Your body resists infection more easily, your mind stays clearer, and your relationships grow from the confidence of good health. There is also an ethical dimension to this care. When you maintain your body well, you reduce the likelihood of medical interventions, antibiotic use, and the environmental impact of unnecessary treatments. You honor not only yourself, but the wider web of life. The water you use becomes part of a global cycle. The habits you cultivate influence the generations who watch and learn. Grandchildren who see you take quiet pride in your daily routine will understand that longevity is not an accident, but a craft, shaped by steady attention and respect for the body's needs. As you finish each day's cleansing, pause for a final moment. Feel the cool air on freshly washed skin. Listen to the subtle rhythms of your own heartbeat, steady and calm. Recognize that this simple act, washing the body, is also a way of washing the mind, of clearing away the day's noise so that tomorrow can begin unburdened. The folds behind the ears, the soft curve of the navel, the tender skin of the groin, the resilient arches of the feet, all are equally worthy of care. They carry you through life's long journey. They deserve the same quiet devotion you offer to more visible parts of yourself. Longevity is not granted. It is nurtured. Each careful rinse, each gentle massage, each mindful breath is a vote for life, a declaration that your body is precious and that the years ahead are worth living in vitality and grace. By washing these 6 vital areas every day, you do more than prevent disease. You participate in an ancient universal ritual of renewal, one that keeps the senses sharp, the heart steady, and the spirit light. In this way, the simple act of bathing becomes a daily promise to remain present, to remain whole, and to meet the future clean in body and clear in mind.